Today I want to talk about how you can take a traditional block, like a 9-patch, and change it up and give it a more modern, fresh feel. Hi, I'm Kim Jamieson Hurst, and today I want to share what I did with the 9-patch block to make it look a little bit more modern and fresh. So in the Quilter's Way, which is an online private membership that I run, we were working on a project called the 9-Patch for Blocks Project. I know it's a really original name, but we were making 4 9-patch blocks. And the point of making them was to explore different color schemes. That was the first thing we were doing. So each block was a different color scheme. And we were also working on our accuracy because, as you know, in a 9-patch block, you've got to match up all these different seams. So that was something else that we were working on. And while we were doing this, I made a block. I didn't really like how it looked, and I changed it up a bit. And when I did that, I realized that a 9-patch can actually be a cross block. Okay, it might be obvious to you, it wasn't to me. That's not typically how I make 9-patch blocks, as far as where I put the fabrics. So to me, making this cross looked really modern. So it took a very traditional block and really brought it forward into more modern times, if you will. And so I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that and how I did it. So let's take a step back and let's take a look at what you might do to make a traditional 9-patch block. So when you're making a 9-patch block, you know you have 9 patches or 9 squares of the same size. So for example, you may have blocks that are this size, and you just lay them out in a grid of 3 by 3. So what I'm doing in this case is I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have any of the same fabrics that are next to each other. All right, so let's move these up here, make sure we got enough room to get these 3 grids all in here. All right, so let's put this one down here. Why don't we do that? And we'll maybe put that up there and put that there. Okay, so I don't have any reds touching reds, I don't have any greens touching greens, or whites touching white. So that could be a traditional 9-patch. So I don't see any design, anything jumping out at me. I certainly don't see a cross jumping out at me here. But if I switch up a few of the fabrics, I can get a cross. So yes, you'll need to change out fabrics, but of course you would do this before you made the block. And I have to think about this a little bit myself. Just give me a moment. There we go. That looks better. Okay, so now, actually I can switch this guy. There we go. There we go. That's better. So now I've got, if I put the same fabrics in the corners, the same color fabric, it doesn't have to be the same fabric, same color fabric, and then you've got the same color fabrics here, forming the arms of the cross, if you will, and you can put a different one in the center, or you could put a similar color in the center if you wanted to. It reads the same either way. You're going to see that cross design jump out at you. And when you put them all together, you'll get something like this. Yes, I've changed up the fabrics again, haven't I? But I'm using greens, reds, and whites, as you can see here. So the first thing that came to my mind was a Christmas quilt. So I'm going to take these 9-patch blocks, and I'm actually going to get some red and green and white fabrics, and I'm going to make myself a Christmas quilt of crosses, or 9-patch blocks, if you will. Now you can also change up the colors in these to get all kinds of different looks. So I want to share some of those with you now. So if you switched up the reds and greens and whites, you can see how you can get some different looks here as well, but they all look very fresh and modern. And you can also switch up the background. So a lot of times we tend to use white to set off the other colors, but if you switch it up to a gray, it gives you a totally different look. So I hope that's given you some ideas and a fresh look at a very traditional quilt block, the 9-patch, and how with just being a little careful of your fabric placement, you can get some totally different looks out of a traditional block. If you've done this with any other traditional blocks, let me know about it by leaving a comment below. You heard me mention the Quilter's Way in this video, and if you're interested in more details about that private online membership that you can join from anywhere in the world, please check the description below because there's a link to it there as well. Thanks for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps to get it out to other viewers just like you. And before you leave, remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified the next time I release a new video. Don't leave yet though, because I've got some more videos for you to check out right here. For more quilting information, please go to my website at www.chatterboxquilts.com.